All right, folks. Hey, good morning. We're at Lindo Lake, and this is a vehicle I've been trying to get for quite some time. Media's been all over it, so it's taken a while to get it. But what do I got here? A 2024 Rivian R1S Performance Max. Okay, they make a truck, which that's the first ones you folks have seen. This is an SUV. This thing is massive. When it comes to electric SUVs, it's going to be real hard for you to find one bigger than this thing. I'm going to tell you straight up, 410-mile range. You really can't complain. 410, I have a level 2 charger, a Bosch charger at home. It works absolutely fantastic, charges it up quickly, and you're down the road. Check this out. That's the key. When I got the vehicle, I asked the driver who delivered it, I go, where's the key? How do you start this thing? Because to me, this looks like a credit card. But what you do, when you walk up to your vehicle, you just touch it, and it opens the doors and kicks a. Now, here's a kind of a negative. If I go over to the passenger door and try to do it, for whatever reason, it won't work. It only opens up from the driver's side, which, okay. So let's walk to the front, only because, or are we going to do that on the walk around? Okay, good, because I want to show you the lighting. Kind of a military-style wheel, but it's all designed for fuel economy. You've got massive windshields. You've got the Rivian marking. This particular vehicle is, I think it's deep forest or forest green paint, which they do charge you $2,500. So that's a little bit of a bump. I was a little surprised with that. You've got a 600-watt 12-speaker Rivian Auto sound system, which is amazing. Panoramic roof going all the way back. Now, here's all the models. You've got Sport, All-Purpose, Snow, All-Terrain, Drift. Drift? You're going to go drifting in this thing? But what they do is they tell you to do something I always tell you not to do. It turns off the traction control. So you can get out there and just get crazy. They've got a rally mode. They've got a rock crawl with 14-inch ground clearance. And last but not least, soft. Now, here's a feature that you're not going to find in any other vehicle that I am aware of, and that's the motion cam. So, okay, you've got your car, you parked it, you're in one of the shopping malls. Somebody's coming up to mess with your car. The cameras are activated, and it takes photos of who that person is messing with your car. I mean, can you believe it? So it kind of watches your stuff. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, I can't say enough about it. Let's talk a little bit about pricing. There's 3 models that I have found. The R1S Standard, that'll run you about $75,000. The R1S Dual, $82,000. Then the R1S Tri, which is $105,900. And then, of course, my model, it starts at $75,900, which is a standard. And with all the features, bells and whistles, you're $100,950. Is that expensive? Yes, it is. But if you could afford it, I guess it's not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. It's rather impressive. All right, out of all of the cars you see on the road, if that's not the most distinctive front end, there is no way you won't know that's a Rivian with the headlights and the light bar across the front. Tow hitches, which I thought was kind of interesting on the front of a rather exclusive vehicle like this. But if you know anything about the Rebel Rally, which we had on My Motoverse a couple of weeks ago, we had some girls take this thing and enter in the track. This is a frunk, and let me see if I can show you how that opens. And while it is, it's just added storage, and I think it's a great feature. Let's see. Let's take a peek. So you think, okay, why is this so important? Well, for one thing, it keeps all your power cables and everything here. You've got I'm assuming that's a tire gauge. You've got this shelf that you can put down and use it for other items. Like I say, if you put it down here like so and cover it all up, put all your groceries. You got catch bags in here for other loose items, which I think it's got a light, which you don't normally see inside these. It's got places for you to check your windshield washer. So they make it pretty simple. As far as closing it, as far as I know, it needs to be done from the inside. And another challenge I had was, how do you charge this car? Where's the charge point? Yeah, and I look. And thank goodness, we'll stand right over here, because this is kind of the dead giveaway. This is kind of the dead giveaway, so keep your eye open on that. But first, I'm going to close this. And that I got to tell you, some of this technology is lacking. They didn't come through as far as I'm concerned. So let's close this. But if you're going to charge the vehicle, then you'll see that this little door opens up, and there's your normal charge port as well as a high power charge point. Okay, you can close that down as well. And then, of course, we'll go to the rear, and we'll show you that as well. We'll show you up and down. So we'll leave it up for the time being. All right, so come on inside and take a look and see what you've got. Okay, this is a rather unique. I got my key. Oh, that's the other thing. Once you get your key, and this is the key, you lay it right here in the center console. On the dash, it comes out ready. You've got a map on the left. Now, here's something that's interesting. You put it in drive, and we've done this before. Let's see if I can get it to do this. Go ahead. Can we close that passenger door? Now, I've only seen this on a couple of cars, Hyundai, Kia, and Honda. There's your turn signal. When you're turning left, it gives you a camera. You're turning, right. You got a camera, and it shows these cars that are out in front of us, they're in the center dash. And what is weird is when you're going down a freeway, if you're passing people, you can see cars go by, semis, whatever the case may be. They've got it. I've got it in the hold mode because I got my brake on. Park is super simple. You just push P for park, and then it gives you the options to do whatever you want to do. You can turn around and pull the mirrors in if you want to do it manually or electronically. And then, of course, you've got, I'm not quite 100% sure on this lighting. I will tell you, and it's probably because of my ignorance, I cannot figure out how to adjust the mirrors. I mean, it shows lighting, but it doesn't show you actually how to adjust the mirrors. But again, that's just something that it takes time to do. You've got all your controls down here. This is kind of considered Lindo Lake and all the homes around it. You've got your, radio station over here that you can change and do whatever you want to do with. The only thing interesting on this sound system is it only does FM, no XM, no AM of any kind, but it does all kinds of apps. Let's see if we can get this to do it. Okay, I just turned it off. Okay, let's see if we can go back to the car. Nope, that's not going to do it. So it's got some challenges. Garage door opener, that's kind of nice. But it's not giving me a whole lot of, oh wait, here we go. Okay, so you've got your FM, and then when it comes, and that's basically it in a nutshell. You got all your music, but see, it gives you all kinds of different things that you can play as if it's Spotify or Pandora or what have you. But for some reason, it won't give you AM or XM. The other thing it doesn't have is Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which I'm not heartbroken over that. You got your steering wheel adjustments. Oh, side mirrors. Move left mirror using your left thumb. Okay, well, let's see that. Oh, but, yeah. All right. See, sometimes when you're old, okay, I'm just going to go there. All right, so let's take a walk outside and take a look at the second row seating. The leather, the materials, they've just done a really good job when it comes to that. I'm going to go ahead and have my guy go to the back, and we'll open up the rear hatch and then come out and take a peek. All right, so. Now, here's some of the things I like about this. Not everybody is a fan of this, but I like the fact that you have a tailgate. I mean, you can sit on it, you can relax, you can have lunch. You've got your power seating for the second row, and okay, but you have no third row. So third row would be just a matter of pushing those forward. And you got quite a bit of storage space. I mean, you can put a lot of gear in here, dog crates, Costco, Home Depot. They got rails, which are really nice. And they put these little flappers here just to try to give it a little bit more of a flat surface. You've got these that move, so you can turn around and pull them up, and you got tie downs. But they're done in a way that fits your needs, not the factory needs, which is quite nice. You've got look at the well in here. I mean, we're talking about storage. That's huge. I mean, you can put a lot of gear in here and still be a happy camper when it comes to this guy. Now, closing it up is no problem. I thought it's got lighting, which is very nice. Lighting here. And of course, the Rivian gives you that great big bright tail light. It's not cheap, but I see a lot of them on the road. I see a lot of people that love the Rivian. So if that's something that you're interested in, and I don't know if you're aware of it, but next year they're going to have over 1,000 horsepower. I mean, this thing will go 0 to 60 in 2 or 3 seconds. I personally have not done that, but you could if you were so inclined. So that's the Rivian. We're going to wait and see how well. I will say, though, I did stop one of the Amazon trucks because Rivian sold a lot of trucks to them. Drivers love them. Once they've got the mod figured out, he says, these things are a piece of cake. We can run the air conditioner, the radio, we can do whatever we want. We go to and from, we get back to the warehouse, plug them in, and they're good the next day. I think electric is going to come around one day. I don't know if it's today or not. I think the price is just a little bit too steep. But there's your Rivian. Check it out if that's something that you'd like to drive. All right. That was it for today. We're out here at Lindo Lake. Thank you to mymotorverse.com. Make sure you tune in, check down, go to mymotorverse.com, download the app, find out all the things going on car-wise here at San Diego.